The leaders like to use words that sound nice to describe something that is not so nice. For example, back in World War II, that if you go to history, the history books will show that what Hitler did to basically sell the genocide was basically they called this genocide ethnic cleansing. Ethnic cleansing sounds nice. It's like, what's that? Sounds like something nice. Right? Ethnic cleansing. It sounds like it's not such a bad thing. However, it's a terrible thing. It's a demonic thing. It is diabolical. Because you're talking about killing millions of people. Right? That's basically it. Now, that's an extreme example, obviously. So forget this extreme example. Now, it still is the same argument though. They use certain words, and I'm going to play the video. In fact, I don't want to speak too much. Let's play the video. Listen to these words. And I think these words are eerie by themselves because many people are going to think, oh, everything's good. I'm going to buy food, and I'm going to eat food, and I'm going to buy meat, and I'm going to eat meat. I'm going to just continue consuming, and I'm going to trust my government and trust the people who I buy the food from. Newsflash, this is 2018. You can't be trusting anything no more. Listen.
For American exports across the range of sectors, including our farming, manufacturing, and service industries. As part of our agreement, the United States will be able to lock in our market access to Canada and Mexico and greatly expand our agricultural exports, something we've been wanting to do for many years. This is an amazing deal for our farmers and also allows them to use cutting-edge biotechnology and eliminates non-scientific barriers.
Eliminates non-scientific barriers. It allows the farmers and those who are in the agricultural industry to use cutting-edge biotechnology. Sounds nice, right? Sounds like a beautiful thing for the future. You see, if you hear cutting edge and then biotechnology, many people don't realize what that entails to. Many people just hear, oh, cutting edge technology. And when they hear words like cutting edge technology that's being used in the agricultural industry, I bet the people who don't fully understand this, they automatically think, oh, cutting edge technology. Maybe they got the latest equipments that will make the job much easier. Maybe they got the latest stuff that will actually help make things much safer and better for the if they are farmers raising animals, the animals will be well taken care of. They got good technology, groundbreaking technology that's going to aid the industry. But little do they know that this actually is pointing to human beings acting as gods. Why? Because this biotechnology is actually the further modification of things and altering things at the genetic level. In other words, the things that you are going to be buying are not natural. In other words, even the meat, remember, there are lab-grown meats which are being grown in laboratories. Meat that is being grown in laboratory. You can't trust any of these things.
This is an amazing deal for our farmers and also allows them to use cutting-edge biotechnology and eliminates non-scientific barriers. Our nations have also agreed to innovate.
See,
new measures to ensure fair competition.
Everything else, you see, the way that they put these things there, the way that they are speaking, these things are carefully written down so that when they bring it to the public, the public listen to these things and it sounds just like normal, it sounds good. But did you know that early 2019, beginning 2019, did you know that many food companies or many grocery stores are no longer going to be selling natural foods anymore? Did you know this? And this is actually a direct result of what they have signed. In other words, when you go to the food market, you are not going to be finding natural foods anymore, even the fruits, even the vegetables. When you go to the section that says organic, look, I went to the nearest superstore and I even went to Walmart and I went to the section that says organic. And where it says organic, there are quote unquote organic grapes. Now, to my surprise, because I'm like, yes, I'm going to go buy organic grapes. When I get there, it says organic right on the label, right on the bag of the grapes. And then it says organic seedless grapes. Now, how can you have an organic grape that has no seed? The whole point of having an organic grape or organic watermelons is so that you have the seeds. They are untempered with. They are completely natural. All of these things have been tempered with. Now, for those of you who love to buy meat, those of you who love to eat meat, I highly recommend looking at a different alternative and changing the habit of eating meat. The truth is, ladies and gentlemen, and you know, I just stopped recently. The truth of the matter is this. I believe 100% that we have been lied to by being told that we need to have meat in our diet. You have been lied to if you bought that. You know, there's many different ways of going about eating healthy. The meats which they are going to be selling in the store are not going to be good meat. The meats which you're going to be buying, majority of them, there's a good chance you are going to be eating lab-grown meats. Now, with regards to this subject of biotechnology, did you know that this biotechnology does not just limit to the agriculture industry, but rather this also goes into the meat industry? Did you know that they are actually growing human organs inside pigs? Human organs are being grown inside pigs. Now, if human organs are being grown inside pigs, you got to think about what then when you go to eat that pig. I don't even want to go there.
A new generation of biotech foods is getting close to the grocery aisles. By early next year, the first foods made from gene-edited plants and animals are expected to begin selling. The first products will likely be salad dressings or granola bars made with soybean oil, tweaked to be extra heart healthy. Researchers also are pursuing other possibilities, including wheat with triple the usual fiber and mushrooms that don't brown.
Mushrooms that don't brown.
Yesterday we brought you what? We brought you the story of how new genetically altered fruits and vegetables and even animals could soon be entering the marketplace. But now ask yourself something. Should we be changing a plant or animal's genetics? And if so, to what end? What about restrictions? Some? None? Then there's the question of whether we are or should play God, right?
Starting next year, as you stroll through your local grocery store, you may come across food from animals or plants that may have had their DNA altered. For years, farmers have been genetically manipulating crops and animals by selectively breeding to get offspring for certain traits. But now scientists have perfected a process called gene editing, which was developed in the late 1900s. The process will alter foods and plants more accurately at less cost. Experts say they act like molecular scissors, altering the letters of an organism's own genetic alphabet. As a result of this process, fruits and vegetables will last longer.
So pretty much when you look at this, what comes to mind? Well, we are no longer eating anything that God made. We are now eating things that humans have tempered, because humans are now making the move to do things that only the Lord has power over, or things that we should leave to nature the way it is designed to be. Only God knows why He designed things a certain way. So when we go and we temper with things at the genetic level, at the molecular structures, what ends up happening is we may be opening Pandora's box. It's kind of similar to this whole artificial intelligence thing. These people are creating these AIs, but once it goes online, this thing begins to replicate itself, and it automatically does its own thing, and they don't have control over it anymore. They can't turn it off. You need to ask yourself the question, do my leaders really care about me, or am I just a number? See, the truth is you are just a statistical number to them. You are an asset. You are just an asset that they just need to be able to just put in line so that they can rule over you. They want you to, when they tell you to jump, they want you to ask how high. That's all you are to them, is just an asset. You're nothing but a number. You have no feelings to them. So the question is, you have to ask yourself the question, well, how bad could these things be? Because ultimately what they have just been talking about is, they have been talking this quote-unquote cutting edge technology in the agricultural industry. That is basically talking about genetically modified organisms, GMOs, and whatever that they can be able to go, like when Trump said that they are eliminating non-scientific barriers, it's basically like, non-scientific barriers. That means they are using science now to grow everything. They want people, they're encouraging the agriculture industry to utilize the scientific methods. And these quote-unquote scientific methods ultimately goes hand in hand with gene editing. It goes hand in hand with growing organs of animals, or growing human organs inside pigs. All of that goes hand in hand. So you have Pandora's box is being opened. Once Pandora's box is opened, you can't close it. Obviously, we know there's no such thing as Pandora's box, but it's just a metaphor that I'm using, that basically Pandora's box has everything evil in it. Once it's open, you let out some evil things. So you are being fed by mad scientists. And if you look at what Hollywood is portraying with regards to the movies, there's something should click for you, because the movie industry, they make movies in which all of a sudden, oh, there's an outbreak, there's a virus, there's a disease, there's this type of an illness, that there's an outbreak, that all of a sudden everybody has a certain disease, a certain illness. You see, the animals are being taken away and they are being diseased. That should give you a red flag. You have been deceived into being told that you need meat in your diet. The thing is, you are actually being turned into a beast. You are being turned into an animal, and you don't know it. When the economy collapses, and it will, many people are going to start turning on one another, because they're going to say, well, I need meat, I gotta eat. Stay tuned, subscribe if you're new to this channel. I hope that you got something out of this video here. Again, this is not a doom and gloom type of message. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to make you think about what you are being sold here, so that you can be able to make better alternative choices. But like, for example, go and grow your own stuff. Yeah. I'm not going to hold you off. If this is your first time tuning in, be sure to subscribe. Thank you for tuning in and for joining me. This is The Controversy 7. You take good care of yourselves, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time.